Okay, I think I am live now. Hopefully this YouTube thing finally worked. Please be true. Please just be actually working live stream. I would really love that. It would make my life a lot easier. YouTube says we're good. Everything says we're good. This is why we do troubleshooting a week before our massive several $1,000 prize pots PU Love tournament to make sure that we're running okay. Okay. And yet somehow the stream is just not showing up. Everything says we're live. This is so weird. Everything says that I am currently live right now. Oh, YouTube auto defaults back to private. Why does YouTube default to private after I've already streamed, and am I now a public stream? No. Maybe that's been throwing it off? Let's do a little bit more editing. Should be live. Okay, I think the stream is finally working. I have a single viewer. Someone says we're game. I don't know when we were game, but apparently we were game. Awesome. If anyone viewing would mind telling me, Mega Lard? Jeez, you're already insulting me and I've barely been a streamer. Oh well. If you guys wouldn't mind telling me, how is the audio to music ratio? I think I've got that down, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay, and now I know what to troubleshoot so that we can live stream the PU Love Tour. Very exciting. Yeah, I think we're fine. Yep. Good ratio. Sounds like BKC. I have not seen a BKC vid in a very long time. But yeah, I'm not trying to do anything special, and I do agree we should donate money to the PU Love Tour. Okay. So in theory, Sugar Ovens versus Hacker should have actually already started. We have a Gen 3 PU game on here between Mind Gaming and Lily. I don't know what that's for. But I will. Do we know anything about? Great. Do we know anything about ETA on Hacker Sugar? I do not know what is going on between those two. I would like them to be playing. Hacker's definitely online. Sugar Ovens just doesn't appear to be. Oh no, SEU. No, Sugar Ovens is not online. So we're just gonna have to see. I can open up this Mind Gaming Lily game, but they didn't expect to be on stream, so I'm just gonna show the leads. Mind Gaming is using a Seviper, that's cool, and Lily's using a Dragon Breath Dragonair, and that's all I'm gonna put up there. Because it is PU, but it is not something that we were supposed to be doing. Okay. I'm still just making sure everything is working fine. They say just let's watch. I'm sure that'd be a good game. I just did not say I was gonna stream them. I feel like if I was just playing a random game on Smog Tours, I wouldn't want to just suddenly be streamed. Although this is also like 4 people or whatever. But at the same time, this will go up on the PU YouTube channel. And we have our Gen 7 game, Sugar Ovens versus Hacker for PU Blind Draft. Wow, these are some weird teams. Like, real weird. I mean, okay, Hail, not the weirdest. Hail is a pretty common playstyle, shows up a lot, depends on like how weak your opponent tends to be to Hail. So that core of Aurora's Sand Slash fine. Lantern does show up on Hail a lot. Just kind of blankets a lot of stuff. It's like a water resist, electric resist, and fire resist all in one, and when you're doubling up on ice mons, you kind of need all that. Hacker's team is just using just several unconventional Pokemon. As a suicide lead, you rarely ever see Crustle, because we just have other stuff that does it. In fact, Omastar kind of suicide leads better than Crustle as like thing with rocks and spikes. But if you have both, I would assume Omastar is the smashing one. Omastar not that common on its own too, because it's a smasher that really struggles into Jellicent, even though it's pretty good into almost everything else. And then Mawile Crab, definitely like lower usage mons. You see them, but all of this all at once is very interesting. Matchup wise, definitely depends on the Silvalis. If that's not Silvally Fairy for Sugar Ovens, then obviously Crab goes crazy, but I would really assume it's Fairy. If that is true, if Hacker's Omastar has Earth Power, a +2 Earth Power can do a ton to Lantern. +2 Omastar kind of blows away Audino as well. Yeah, 2 KOs with Hydro Pump, so that could definitely be really, really good. Have I cut off? I've got part of Calcdex on. That way the stream takes up a good size. Okay. I think the most annoying thing about my setup is I do not have a great way to look at chat right now. Probably Watarium Z Omastar. Yeah, usually Omastar runs some kind of Z move with Smash, but on this team, I don't know. As I switch away, okay, so we start with a Hydro Pump as Crustle's just gonna rocks. Yeah, this is gonna be Custat, presumably. I would take damage on Lantern, but a Spike is also reasonable. The thing is, Sugar Ovens has 2 removers, and okay, Poison for Sugar. So it is a Crab resist, but not a very good one. Like Fairy definitely does better because you can actually threaten it back, and yeah, Hacker can just spam rocks here completely for free. There's no downside here. You have more Stealth Rock PP than Defog PP. I just realized Dodrio not looking great. The other thing I was going to say about Silvally is that if Hacker is not Silvally Fairy, Girder can go stupid, because Dodrio, once that Girder's at +1 defense, needs to be banded to like do enough. Yeah, Scarf Dodrio into +1 defense Girder is doing 45 max with Brave Bird, and then you can just Drain Punch all of that off and then kill it with Mach Punch. Not all of it, most of it. So that is not a Silvally Fairy, which it does look like SD Silvally Fairy. Maybe even Ghost here, actually. Yeah, you want a Spin Blocker. Yeah, maybe Ghost. And Ghost would be similarly good if it is special, but if it is physical Silvally Ghost, that is not necessarily going to do greatest into Girder, although it does eat knockoffs okay. So you can, like, Swords Dance multi-attack, and that could potentially work out. Sugar caught a lot of flack for no Victory Bell switches earlier. That is true. I did remember Sugar Ovens has lost those before. The thing is, on Hail, if you've got like Slash, Scarf Auroras, and Audino, you can kind of pivot around Victory Bell, so I would have gotten Running Fairy here. It'd still be a bit weak, especially because you have Girder, but like, understand, you know? I wouldn't have immediately flamed it. That's still enough where like Victory Bell could mess you up. Wow, risking Aurora's coming in right away, but unlikely that Hacker was going to do like a knockoff or a jump kick there. The thing is, that does a lot. So we are looking at Choice Banded Dodrio for sure. I'm just going to double check in Calcdex. Yeah, that needs to be banded to do that much. And we do not know Aurora's set, but Hacker scouts for Scarf Blizzard. Perfectly reasonable. What do you do about Crab now? Seems like a free Ice Hammer just to claim something. Okay. That would have done, you know, 20 24 maybe, but it's definitely like any chip you can get on this crab could potentially help you later. Although at this point he does get like free drain punches next time he comes in. And Sugar Oven's not going to keep Auroras around is probably the biggest deal because Hail could do some work here. Hail could like actually sweep. You can't really find an SD, but like considering this is offense, you don't fully need one. Okay, it is fully physical Silvally Ghost, so between the multis and the Hail, Girder is getting chipped, but yeah, not as good as like what Fairy could have potentially done here. Girder at 50 though, but with Dodrio will live a Mach Punch even after rocks, unless this is a very, very offensive Girder, which I doubt. So we do instead see an offensive Mawile. Play Rough has a chance to not KO if this is standard Fist F Girder, but a very low one. And yeah, you're not going to risk that as Sugar. You need to have Girder to still have a chance at a Crab. You might as well pivot Slash. Hacker's going to need to like pull. The Hacker's down right now, right? Obviously, suicide lead. This is what happens. You need to be winning in trades, and I think Hacker's long-term win con is can Crab win. But as long as Girder gets to come back in on Crab and Drain Punch, nothing can stop Drain Punch recovery here. And that's kind of the problem with Ghost, as Sugar trying to sub on a Sucker. I get it, but I do feel like just Earthquaking would have been fine. Slash's health not going to make a difference, because once Hail goes away, these guys are just going to outspeed and kill it. But Hacker's going to try to preserve Mawile, and gets caught by a Corkscrew Crash. This might not be Earthquake, it could be a Shadow Claw set, or maybe he just wanted to cover potential Dodrio switch. Either way, good play from Sugar, because Hacker does definitely want to keep Mawile to beat up the Girder. Actually, what does Sugar do about Mawile? It is Hydro Pump Lantern. This could be Scarf Lantern, because it was not Scarf Auroras, so that probably kills. Yeah, Scarf Lantern, Hydro Pump would kill. Thunderbolt is already a roll to kill if it is Naughty Mawile. But Hydro Pump should be doing enough, even if it's not Naughty Mawile. They tend to run Naughty for Ferroseed, you know? So that you can run Fire Blast and just, that's all you have to do into it. If it's not Naughty Mawile, then Lantern does have to land a Hydro Pump, and it does have to stay out of Sucker range, but it's currently out of Sucker range. As Crab comes in, wow, if that was Smash Omastar, that was the time to smash. I didn't even say that because like it just seemed very straightforward that this is where you'd be shell smashing on the Sandslash. Very weird that he didn't. And now I guess you can smash on this too, but you would have wanted to keep Crab for the late game, because that forces a little bit more careful Girder play, and maybe the Crab kills the Girder, and it is Grass Pledge. Not super common. Hacker had to go for it. Yeah, I think just matchup-wise, this felt pretty hard for Hacker, given that he was the wrong volley into Girder. Rocks could go up pretty simply from Sugar, like sacking Auroras turned out not to be an issue, which cut down on the Dodrio, and Crab just not able to do enough. I really question not smashing earlier, though. Like, that was definitely the one chance that Hacker maybe had for an out, but I don't know. I think mostly what we're seeing is just like a weird offense that did not manage to get itself off the ground. Maybe Hacker tested and it was like, yes, I get how these things work together. But from my eye, just seeing this for the first time, the synergy just didn't look like it was there. Like, nothing really worked out. And that could be in part just because the weird picks. Girder, not super common. Hail, just a bit problematic. Grass Pledge, Silvally meant Omastar couldn't even try to do anything. But I'm not convinced much would have come, because you can just like odd no on the Omastar, toxic or knockoff bit, and then Mach Punch it. I don't know. Looked pretty tricky for Hackers. So I guess that's where we're going to end stream here. Thank you for watching this little test run, and hopefully I'll see everybody back in less than a week for that PU Love Tour. Goodbye.